Hey Scorpio, I am here to do your retrograde reading for February, March 2020. As we know, Mercury's in retrograde in the 12th house. The 12th, the 4th, and the 8th houses are the houses of emotion, the houses of feeling, the houses of intuition. Okay? So with the 12th house, that is where the soul goes to transcend. It's born in Aries and it goes throughout the 12 houses, and Pisces is the last house that it goes to. So you as a water sign, you're going to be experiencing more heightened intuitive abilities. You may be able to connect to the spirit realms a lot easier via sleep, especially within the house of Pisces where Neptune is right now. So Neptune is still there. Neptune's about illusions, glamour, about psychic abilities. It's about your imagination, the creative imagination. Okay, so you're going to be so amazing as far as your intuition and your heightened spiritual abilities right now. Pay attention to your dreams, Scorpio. Pay attention to your dreams. It's very important that you do that. Document things. So let's see. I'm going to put out some cards. We're going to talk about how these energies are going to affect you. There's a lot of illusions that are going to be going on. People are going to be seeing things that are not really so. You got a lot of people who are not dealing with their emotions, so they may be coming off, false to other people because they're not even in tune with themselves. A lot of glamorizing, a lot of illusions, a lot of people, playing on other people's emotions. This is the time where people can take advantage of people with these energies. So everybody's got to be careful. This is why I did these videos. So for you, Scorpio, what you want to do is, what we're going to do first is this card here is going to be the overall energy. I have three separate categories that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about in love. We're going to talk about prosperity as far as career. And then we're going to talk about just protecting yourself. And this is going to be specifically through the Mercury retrograde energies. Okay. So the overall energy here, let's see. We have here and now, number 32. Now the number 3 and number 2 add up to 5. The number 5 major arcana is the Hierophant. That's all about spirituality. So like I was saying, you're going to be, wherever you have Scorpio in your chart, the more Scorpio you have, the more intuitive and heightened as far as spiritual energy you're going to be able to experience and feel via your dreams, via your intuition, via meditation. Okay, so if you got just one placement of Scorpio, you might just feel it a little. But if you're like me and you got 4 or 5, 6 places, depending on others, some have more of Scorpio, you're going to feel this really intensely. Okay, so number 32 here is the here and now. So with this card, the overall energy is all about being fully present in the moment. Okay, living one day at a time, not worrying about the future and not focusing on the past. Just living in and enjoying the present moment. All right, now everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let it go. If you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Didn't I just tell you that? Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. So some beautiful, miraculous energy can be created during this Mercury retrograde. Retrogrades are all about sitting back and reflecting. They're not about taking action. They're about thinking, strategizing, and closing out old, situations that are still in your mind and your logic, in your conscious mind. Mercury rules the conscious mind, okay? Scorpio, you rule the subconscious mind with Pluto. And so does Neptune. And Neptune is where? In the 12th house, where Mercury is what? In retrograde. Okay? So, like I said, heightened intuitive abilities. So focus on the here and now. Meditate. Okay? This will be a great time for you to get some energy, some good vibes, and some good messages for those who do. All right, so now in the relationship category, it says it's easy to yearn for a love affair or a friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, and more passionate. The good old days are gone. A new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have a relationship you desire or not. Today is beyond your reach. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. So stay present and aware that this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit and feel the joy of love in the here and now. So for those of you who are in you're in the lab, like I've been saying to you guys all winter, tapping into your intuitive, your spiritual abilities, you are making progress. This is Spirit's message telling you you are doing well, Scorpio. You are doing amazing in your ascension. Okay, you are right on time, right on task. Beautiful energy, Scorpio. All right. So for some of you, you're not in a relationship right now, and that's beneficial to you because you can focus on your spiritual ascension. Okay. So this is an amazing time. You guys are feeling really good right now. You're sleeping well. You're eating well. You're focused. Okay. And that's why you're able to ascend spiritually. You can focus your energy on investing your time and effort and building up and strengthening your spiritual strength. Beautiful energy. Now, when it comes to love and relationships, yeah, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, in the past, you guys were looking at things unrealistically. Okay, for some of you, you were in relationships that were just no good for you. Okay, and you just kept it around a lot of times because maybe you just didn't want to be alone. Maybe you were hoping this person would change, but that was in the past. You're not focusing on that anymore. There was a lot of pain in the past with the Queen of Swords in reverse. A lot of pain in the past. Okay, a lot of healing that had to go down. Now, moving forward in the current situation, as far as love is concerned, a lot of you, you're not angry anymore. You're not hurt anymore. You are at a point where you have a new outlook. Okay, you've turned over another leaf. You are not bitter about love. You're not mad about what didn't happen in the past. You're not holding on to the past anymore. You've gone deep within and did that dark energy work to tap into who you are and find out why you do what you do. Some of you're changing. You totally change. Your appetite's changed. The way you look at things has changed. The way you walk has changed. How you eat is changed. You are ascending. You are changing. All right? And you couldn't do that when you were in the situation you were in the past. You are here right now for a reason. This is why with the Five of Cups you have that new outlook. Okay? The new options. You know, you're looking at your new options. You have new direction that you're going in now. And that's what you want to focus on. Focus on thinking about that in the here and now. Meditate on that. Make some plans, but don't take any actions. Matter of fact, just enjoy this time. During Mercury Retrograde, don't make any plans. Don't do anything right now. Enjoy this moment. Rest your spirit. You've done well. This is what the universe is saying. For others of you, we have justice in the past. So you wanted to be treated fairly. You know, for some of you, you want to right or wrong. Okay, but right now in the future, right now in the here and now, you've made a decision that you're going to let that go. You were upset about the things you were done unjustly, but you let it go. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So yeah, with the Justice card and the Two of Swords reverse, it's like you let go of any injustice that was done to you. A lot of you, through your spiritual search and your spiritual practices as you ascended, part of you going in to be able to ascend is understanding that you had to go down in that deep dark cave in the hole where nobody likes to go and look at what's going on in you. And that's what you've been doing. And you've done that, which is beautiful. This is why you're at peace right now. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this is saying that it was beneficial for you to get out of this relationship. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, this was not something that was solid and stable for you. And it benefited you to leave. All right? So you guys are doing good. Those of you who are not in a relationship. For those of you who are, you're in a relationship where you're being treated fair. You're being treated just. You and your partner are connecting well. You're good. If you're not, then you need to let that go. And now is the time to think about it with Mercury retrograde. Okay? And in terms of relationships, you're going to have dreams about people from the past. But that's just Spirit's way of bringing that to the forefront to tell you this is a situation that you have to bring closure to. All right. So you're going to be getting this intuitive energy so that you can ascend and clean out your closet. Just imagine at the end of this retrograde season, your closet is going to be squeaky, Scorpio. Like, do you imagine how much spiritual energy and how powerful you will be and how beautiful your aura will be? People will just be, your aura will be crazy. So this is amazing energy for you. Now let's talk about the prosperity section and career section here. Now, with prosperity, it says what you are working on is golden, and your efforts will leave a powerful legacy. Focus not on meeting a goal in the far off future, but on creating your dream now. Exactly. Releasing your desire for an outcome and owning that which already exists. Take pride in what you've already created and what you've already accomplished, Scorpio. Take pride in that. Don't plan anything right now. Just bask in the energy of what you were able to do thus far. It will appear in the material world as if by magic. Okay? Also, what it says is releasing your desire for an outcome and owning that it already exists. So whatever it is that you're wanting, just claim it. Say it already exists. Especially now. Meditate and think on that. Think about where you would be, how you would be sitting, what your apartment would look like, what your house would look like, what your room would look like, how your altar would look. What kind of area would you want to live in? Do you want to live by water? Things like that. Manifest that. Think about it now. This is the time. Your intuitive energies are crazy right now. All right. So this is what the moon card is talking about here. And with the page of wands in reverse, this is like, you not doing anything. You're just thinking right now. You're just using your intuition. You're not taking action. Okay. This is what the universe wants you to do in reference to your career and making money so that prosperity will come to you. Now, Mercury retrograde energy is going to last until the end of March. So at the beginning of February, the beginning of April, the energies will be clear. At that time, see how you feel about things. So right now, whatever's coming to you, write it down. Your intuition is going to be crazy. Write down your dreams. Write down whatever, information is coming to you. And then at the end of that time, look back at it. And then decide what you want to act on and what you don't want to act on. Remember, this is a time of illusions. So you may not be seeing as clearly as you want. This is a time of your imagination. It's difficult for people to tell the difference between imagination and intuition sometimes. That's a fine line. But there's a difference, and a lot of people don't understand that. So this is the time where you are going within to figure that out. And just by sitting and not acting on anything, you'll be able to write things down, and you'll be able to look back at those things you wrote down, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that was Neptune. That was in the 12th house. That was crazy energy. I was hallucinating, probably. Illusions. It's all about illusions. It's all about glamorizing, making something what it really isn't. Making it better than what it was when it wasn't at all. Using your creative imagination. That's Neptune energy. All that's alive and present right now in the 12th house. And you're feeling this right now. So don't act on anything. Just keep using your intuition. For others of you, I have the 3 of Wands here and the High Priestess. More intuitive energy. Yeah, so just stand there and look at things. Look at what you've accomplished. You see, they're up at the top of this pillar here, just looking out. Looking at what's coming in. Look at your ships coming in. Take your time to enjoy the fruits of your labor and what you've already accomplished. All right? And tap into your intuition. Take a look at what's going on around you. Feel the energies. Feel that vibe. Take that energy in. Meditate. Sleep. Get your rest, Scorpio. Definitely sleep. Sleep is really good for you right now, especially for your intuitive dreams. If you're having problems sleeping, get some valerian root. Okay? Valerian root tea or valerian root, and take that, and that'll help you sleep. And that'll help you go to the level of consciousness you need to go to so you can, tap into that energy you need to tap into. For others of you, I have the 10 of Cups and I have the 4 of Wands. So in the past, you wanted a relationship. For some of you, you wanted to connect with someone. You were happy with this person. And if you look at what's going on right now, Now you guys are getting married, taking things to the next level. The relationship is beautiful. So some of you are doing really well. You're in a relationship. You're happy with the person that you're with. Things are going really nicely. And you're just reminiscing and just stopping and enjoying it. Because relationships have ups and downs, boy. Ups and downs. Right now, you and your partner are at a real good space. You're at a real good spot. So just stop and just enjoy each other. Take the time to just relax. Don't make any plans. Don't do anything. You guys try to enjoy each other. Maybe have some candlelight dinner. Go do something that you guys really like to do. Something that's really romantic. Because we're in a water sign. The retrograde is in a water sign. It's all about emotion. So show emotion to your partner and enjoy your partner. All right? That's for those who are in a relationship. But as far as prosperity, some of you have found an occupation that you love. You're doing what you're gifted at. You're doing what you absolutely love, which is this Ten of Cups energy. That was in the past. You found that. And in the here and now, you've gone through, since then, you've gone through some trials and tribulations in reference to doing what it is that you enjoy doing. And now, at this point, you're enjoying it. You're celebrating because you've made a major accomplishment. A major, major accomplishment. So you're celebrating now. So celebrate this major accomplishment. Don't make any plans. Just celebrate. Celebrate where you are. Take this Mercury retrograde time, which is a time all about reflecting, and just sit back and enjoy and look back at the things that you went through to get where you had to go, and look at how you got here. And be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Now, your protection message to protect yourself during these energies, Scorpio. Whenever you find your mind drifting to the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. Okay, leak as in Leak. You're leaking your power. The same is true for looking too far ahead and hoping the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place where no substance is, and you might forget that you're already here. You're already successful. All right? You're already successful today, right here and now, Scorpio. All right? And so this is why the universe doesn't want you focusing on the past. It doesn't want you focusing on the future, because you got to stop and smell the roses. Right now, the roses are in bloom, okay? Figuratively, or not figuratively, but, it's spring right now. Just imagine it is spring right now. And that energy that you get when you open up the windows and it's 65 degrees and the wind is blowing through the house, that breeze, that beautiful, just stop and enjoy that. That's what the universe wants you to do. Stop and enjoy it. Okay? So, with the protection message here, it says the same is true for looking too far ahead and hoping the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. So the past and future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you disconnect from the inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well and miracles will appear as if by magic in perfect timing of spirit. Beautiful, beautiful protection message. So, Scorpio, protect yourself by being in the here and now. All right, if you got to put a little symbol up all over your house, get you some stickies, some little pink stickies, bright pink stickies or bright yellow, whatever color you'll see, and put them up in every room in the house so that when you walk around, you will, see the little dot, the little green dot, and it'll remind you to stay present, to enjoy the here and now. Because it's like a muscle. You have to exercise that. I have to do it. So, I'm just trying to come up with ways that I've learned that, would help that I could share with you. So, putting up little certain colors that remind you of certain things. So to be in the present is very important. That's something that I find is good for me because I get too anxious thinking about the future, what's going to happen, and then I get caught in the past because I'm a water sign and I'm thinking about my emotions and all that. No, focus on the present. So that might be something that you can do. So now with the Six of Swords in reverse, in the past you guys were stuck, okay? Because you weren't protecting yourself, you weren't protecting your energy. All right? You were too focused on what was going on in the past. All right? So you couldn't leave. You got too deep in those waters. All right? Scorpio goes deep. Goes deep, baby. You got to come up out those waters, all right? So that was in the past. Now, right now in the present, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so right now is the time for you to sit back and just focus on what's going on right now. Don't worry about being financially independent or dependent, worrying about the future and how money's going to come in. Just for a little while, just for a month, Scorpio. All right? If you need some money, then, figure out what you need to do. You got to do what you got to do. But most of you, you're not at a point where you're suffering traumatically right now. The universe has been blessing you financially, so you've been kind of good to go. So right now is the time for you not to focus on money. Okay? Don't do it. Just focus on what you've accomplished and the things you've done. Now, as far as protecting yourself, because you're going to worry yourself. For others of you, to protect yourself, we have the King of Wands, and the Two of Wands. So in the past, you were in your power. For some of you, you were very creative. You used to be a very creative individual. Some of you haven't created or painted or done anything or tapped into your creative energy in a long time. Some of you should, in the here and now, like this card is saying, some of you should meditate, and maybe you'll get back into that creative energy. Because right now with the Two of Wands, you're trying to figure out what to do. You're trying to figure out which way to go. And maybe you should just take that energy you have if you get anxious and you feel like you want to do something and put it into creativity. All right? But you want to use that energy to protect yourself. You don't want to get too crazy in the head and start thinking about the future, and worrying about what's coming ahead. That's what we don't want. And then in the other group of you, we have the King of Swords reversed, and we have the Hangman in reverse. All right, so that's Piscean energy. Now, in the past, some of you, maybe you weren't speaking up and being truthful about how you felt about things, what you wanted. You were not taking action, meaning with the King of Swords in reverse energy, you were not speaking up. You were not, defending yourself, or you were not looking at things from a logical standpoint. You were too in your emotions and too in your feelings. Now, in the present energy, some of you are now taking action. With the Hangman in reverse, that's someone taking action. So now you are going to take action. Now you are not going to, sit back and not say what it is that you want or what it is that you don't want. You are going to be vocal, because a lot of Scorpio, especially with the Mercury and Scorpio, you don't speak up. You'll keep things hidden. People won't know your feelings. You know what I mean? I'm a victim of that. I'm a victim of Mercury and Scorpio, so this is something that'll apply to me. You have to speak up moving forward. You have to speak your truth, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you desire. You don't want to ruffle feathers and things like that, but if it puts you in a position where you're not able to enjoy the present because you're anxious about what someone did in the past, or you're afraid of, if you say something, what's going to happen in the future, then you're not living in your present. You're not living in the here and now, and you're not satisfying yourself. So with that being said, Scorpio, let me get you some advice from Spirit, and we will wrap this reading up. I hope that this resonated with you guys and that someone was able to get something out of it. These energies are going to be very intense for you. You're going to feel them, and we got a whole month of March to go through, and we're not even out of February yet, okay? So you guys, feel free to refer back to this video throughout the Mercury retrograde if this is something that resonated with you, to help you to just remember what's important, and that's to live in the here and now and enjoy the fruits of your labor. We have envy. Oh, damn. Okay. Let's see what this is about. So, yeah, because this is you looking good. This is you looking amazing. There's somebody who doesn't like it, Scorpio. This card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins or pearls in the other. She stands in the silver room, looking out on the golden city on a horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shining prosperity she sees elsewhere. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, she desires for more, only only cause a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction. Only cause it. Okay. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction. And that energy shows in her dress. This card upright is telling you to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life. Now is the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them, not you. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it. If this card is near the appreciation card in the spread, the message is doubly important. Now is the time to move from conscious of lack to one of value. With this shift, all things change. So this is, again, stop worrying about what's coming in the future. You're looking at other people around you, seeing what other people have, and it appears to you that these people may be doing better than you or may be ahead of you in some way, shape, or form. So maybe this is forming some type of jealousy, okay, in you. And so this is Spirit's message for you to not look at how others are doing as far as a measure of your success, but to look at what you have accomplished and you have overcome. And be happy with that and live in the moment. Because if you don't show gratitude for what you have, you're not going to get blessed with more. Because the universe is going to pick up on that energy that you're not happy with what you have. So the universe is just not going to give you anything. You have to be appreciative of what you have right now, Scorpio, and not envy others. That's for those who that resonates with. But Scorpio, for those where you're not envy of others. Hold on, there was another message here. Hold on, let me tell you what that was. Okay, yeah, focusing on lack. So again, don't focus on the things that you don't have. Focus on what you have. Look around you and just think about how blessed you are. Start with your health and your strength, a place to stay. You have food. You have, you have money coming in, so you can pay your bills. It may not be as much as you want, and sometimes you may have to rob Peter to pay Paul. But you have a job. You can pay most of your bills. You're able to get up and do and be. You have these things around you that you take advantage of that you don't stop and say thank you for. So that's what you will want to do when you start feeling like you don't have enough or you're in lack. Be thankful for what you have. Scorpio, I love you, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.